Hey guys, so for this video I'll be unboxing, reviewing, and talking about Highlight, or it's kind of weird for me to call them like Highlight because I'm so used to calling them Beast. But so this is a repackage for their mini album that they released at the beginning of the year. It's called Can You Feel It? But I'm basically going to talk about my collection plans for them. And after this video, I'll also be doing a collection video for all the things that I have from them, from solos, mini albums, full-length albums. So this will be included as well. So if you want to see the albums that I have from Highlight / Beast / solo material that they release, yeah, look forward to that video. I'll upload that one after I film this one. So I just got this album in the mail. Technically this is their 9th mini album, but it is called their first mini album because they're going on their new name. Also, if you're curious how big this is, compared to a jewel case, this is how big it is. So it is basically the exact same size of a jewel case, but in a hardcover and book packaging. So here's the disc. This is my new favorite type of packaging because I don't have a lot of space, and these little mini albums are really easy to store, and they're good quality. So it comes with a lyric book. Not lyric, mini poster. This is the only thing I don't like about it. I don't like when albums come with these mini posters. Okay, so here's some of the images, and the back here the lyrics with the track list. Yeah, so not a huge fan of this little poster, just right there. Because I'm afraid I either damage it or lose it, so I don't like this little thing that they did. I would have preferred for them to include it just within the booklet containing the lyrics, but I think they just were trying to add like an extra little thing and use it as a poster. But since I don't put posters in my room, it's kind of useless for me. And if it gets damaged, then you don't have the lyrics anymore. So, okay, let's get started to the photo book. I'll flip through it fast, but if you want to stop at a certain image, you can. But, okay, so, they've kind of done this suit concept for a couple albums. So, it's like nothing new. I actually don't even remember. I think I watched some unboxings for the standard edition of this album, which is Can You Feel It? And I think the pictures are more fun, but this one's kind of more serious concept. Oh, they changed colors. Okay, never mind. I like this. So these still kind of, if you've had Beast albums, they do kind of have these style of photos for a majority of their photo books, but I don't mind. It's always great to see pictures of Beast and how they've grown up over time. But there's tons of pictures here, so you do really get your money's worth for this packaging. I don't have the photo card because I bought it without the photo card, and I'm not a huge photo card collector to begin with. I'm mostly, for the groups that I really like, I want a photo card for each member. But since I have the special edition of their mini album Midnight Sun, and that comes with a photo card of every member, I gave up just buying not buying albums from Beast, but if I Highlight but if I ever kind of just see it, if I don't get to buy it when it's first released and I see it for a really good price without a photo card, I usually just buy it. So just talking about this album. Look at the track list. Let's see. So you get 7 songs. I would say that Beast's music has kind of evolved over time, and the best thing is that they write their own songs and produce their own things as well. So with the help of Junghyun, who kind of has taken control over their album production, I think since I'm sure that it was Fiction or the album before Fiction, but he has done a majority of the lyrics and album production for Beast. Highlight. I'll just call them Beast. For just a majority of their career, so they've kind of sealed the deal when it comes to not depending on other producers for their music. So it's always gonna have that Beast sound, and he's getting that extra money as well. And at the same time, you can tell how much they have matured throughout their music, because I think it makes sense. Obviously, they're older, but the fans are also older as well. So, I guess you can relate more to the music as a fan, because they're evolving at the same time. So, for certain groups, like the release kind of just, I guess, immature songs. But that's for that certain type of age group, because I think a lot of people don't take into account of the audience target that a lot of these groups are marketing towards. And Beast kind of just tries to please their fans, but at the same time attract new fans as well, because you get to see that with songs like Please Don't Cry. I think that's what it's called. Like the title track for this, which is Ulgol Jipu Rijima Malheyo. So that one, like, that's more fun, and even it's not taken too seriously, but that type of song attracts fans, while songs like Calling You, which is a title track for the repack, I think it's more geared to their their longtime fans. And in general, this mini album is not really pop-ish, except with like the last track, which is Can You Feel It, but a majority of these tracks are more mature, which I enjoy. Because it's, I don't know, it feels really genuine from Beast. So I really enjoyed this album. It's not my favorite thing from Beast. I think they've I'm very, I guess, nostalgic, but I like every single thing that they've done. They never disappointed me. They never had bad packaging, but I will talk about that on my collection video. And then as for just collection plans for Beast, since they did a repackage for this, I knew they were going to release a mini album, because they were testing the waters to see if this was going to sell well, and it did. This is like one of their best-selling releases. So thank you for everyone who is supporting Highlight / Beast for with this comeback. / debut kind of, but I don't know, I think they managed themselves well, and you can tell that they're really good friends. Unfortunately, Hyunsung left the group, but I will talk about that on my collection video. I can really see them releasing a full-length album for their next release, and then for collection plans, I don't know if I'll get the regular editions if they do make repackaged versions of their albums. So for the next release, I'm going to wait as well to see if they're going to do a repackage, or if this is just going to be a one-time thing, because they never done this before, obviously, because Cube never did a repackage. But since this is their own company, so I don't know if they're gonna do that to boost sales or what. But if they are going to do repackaged versions of their albums, then I'm just going to wait for the repackage. Obviously for the more songs, so I don't think I'll be getting the regular editions. Obviously to save money, but I will always be buying their albums because they are one of the few groups that I try to collect everything from, and you'll see that on my collection video. And then as for solo stuff, I'm really looking forward to Ki Kwang's return as a solo. It's been like 8 years since his solo debut. So I'm just really excited to see what he comes out with, because usually with the solos that Beast does, it fits them well personality wise, but Ki Kwang never really had that opportunity because he debuted before Beast debuted as a group, and his solo flopped, so he was put into a group. So I'm just looking forward to see what he does. I hope it's really dance based, because he's kind of that multi-talented type of artist. So I'm really excited for his comeback, and hopefully it does have a physical release, so I can add it to the collection. He is my favorite member. And yes, I also want another Yosub solo, and the only one that you don't really get to hear much from individually in terms of music is Doojun. I don't know if he'll ever really do music. His thing is more of acting, so we'll see what happens with that. And I actually the only one that I'm having under his solo stuff is Dongwon, which he has some stuff in only Japan, so hopefully I'll get that soon. But I don't know, I'm really proud of Beast. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and kind of like an update talking about Beast. And obviously I'm gonna film the collection video for them, so hopefully I get used to calling them Highlight. It's just weird to call them that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching.